Welcome everyone, thanks for joining me. I beg your pardon for the train going by, but it's kind of loud in the background. But I did a question on Facebook recently asking what all you wanted to see next, leaving up to you, the viewers, to decide. And I said abandoned place, theme park, or famous grave video, which I am going to do all those, but I just want to know which one you wanted me to do next. And the response is overwhelming. Everybody wanted something abandoned. Well, that's obviously not abandoned, but we're going to be walking through, kind of start this video off here in Marengo, Indiana. Is all going to be abandoned down through here. I'm on Bradley Street in downtown Marengo. As you can see by the sights, it is a ghost town through here. No, this is not a Hollywood movie set. Real town. Used to be actually a busy town back in the 80s and 70s. And, about in the 90s is whenever it started going out. But yeah, it's been abandoned for quite a while. A lot down through here. It's pretty sad because I grew up through here. And, you know, I grew up right here going to the movie theater right here behind me. And I did another video. Well, this door wasn't on here, and I was able to look inside, and you could just, you know, the whole movie theater just gutted inside there. I mean, you could see from right here that the plants and wildlife and is taken over, and the roof is gone, which was quite shocking to me a while back when I seen that. So they actually did film a movie down here back in about 2002, 2001, somewhere around there. They did a movie, a scene from a movie, not the whole movie. They did a scene from the movie down here. I think it was called Madison, and they came down. I'll show you about where they did that at. But there's a lot of stuff that's abandoned out here. Actually, I think they did 2 scenes from movies out here. I think the other movie is called Fire Down Below, and it was filmed just right over across the street over here at the old warehouse. It's an old cave they turned into a warehouse. Look at that scene. Got all kinds of Alice in Wonderland book. All kinds of stuff out here. We've got another book here is Taxes for Dummies. You might need to know how to do taxes. There you go. You've got this room here. Like I say, I'm not going to be going in there because I'm not armed today, so I'm not going to be walking into these empty places. You got look like an old church here, and used to you can see up kind of back up here, all up and through here, and back in through here, and again stretching all the way across. Used to be apartments all down through here. Not no more. Although those air conditioners do look in good shape up there. I had an uncle who had a insurance company right out of this little building right here. And I remember I used to go in there when I was real young. Used to spend a lot of time in there. I think my mom worked in there for a little while too, so she'd have to drag me along, and I'd be bored out of my mind all day in there. I'd come out right down out here. I'd come right out here and play. Of course, so the street wasn't busy, you know, it was pretty dead too at the time. But it was different times then. You know, you could play in the street and not have to worry about somebody running you over. You got this old building here that's completely gone. Overrun by nature now. But at least you got a trash can here. Keep the town clean. It is pretty clean compared to some places I've been. And right here is where they did part of the scene from the movie. I think it's called Madison. They came in from this direction. They come in from the road out here, come down that hill, no, I'm sorry, I'm wrong. They came in from this direction, which there's nothing out here. It's just you got the old tavern sitting out back behind here. I think they came in from this direction, from the tavern, and that way come across this now closed bridge. I'm not really sure why they closed it, and they come in here, and they would have stopped right here where they built they just built like a little gas station out here. And they had, I mean, you can see it on the movie where they come in and they stop here, about here where this pothole is, or whatever you want to call it, where that's at. They looked over here. I forget the boy's name that played on that. He was Anakin Skywalker on Star Wars. But he would look over here where this building is now. It was an empty lot at the time. They built like an old putt-putt mini golf place, you know. He looked over here, you know, looking at that. Then they looked downtown, and they had like all boarded up down through here, which is now pretty much all boarded up anyways. But the one thing they didn't get was the video store, which was right here. This is the old video connection. You can still see kind of still read a little bit of the faded lettering on there from the sign. There's that video connection. Who in the world is honking at me? Somebody keeps honking their horn at me. I don't know who. Somebody's honking at me. Somebody's trying to throw me off of making this video. Here's something interesting. Check this out. There's still power on inside that building, because there's a fan running. So that makes me wonder who or what is inside this place now. It's very strange. You can see here where the old drop box was for the movies. Make sure your movies/DVDs drop in box. Thanks. It was either right there or right here. I'm thinking more there. One of these two areas used to be a beauty shop right next to the video store. And I'm kind of wondering, it looks pretty new. So I'm wondering if somebody lives here and they knocked out the walls and stuff, and they just have this all one big house in here. I don't know. It's very interesting. So I could explain why there's a fan running in there and why there's still electricity running to this place. I would sure like to know. But I guess until then, I'll just stay curious. You know, I don't think I've ever seen an abandoned fire hydrant before. And now finally we come at the end of Bradley Street where the old bank used to sit. Used to sit right over in here. And they finally moved out. They said they moved because of problems with the roof. And I tried to get in here before they tore this all down. I tried to come in. I wanted to explore it, but I couldn't, because the roof was so collapsed in you couldn't come in. But yeah, right here is the front door. Walk right up those steps, come right on in. It's just the original tile floor of the bank. Wonder what was right here. Something used to sit right on through here. And all went through here too. Bank vault maybe? One of the offices? I don't know. It's sad to see that gone. This was originally my bank. The first bank I ever had. This was where I banked at. You still see the remnants of the drive-up. The drive-up window was. You come in. I think you had to come in from this way and then exit out that direction. Excuse the hammering in the background. And they had a concert out here a few years ago. This was the whole stage area. You also had your wheelchair entrance. Yeah, I remember coming into this bank many times. And conducting business. There's another trash can here. Keep the empty streets of Marengo clean. Or the empty streets of Bradley. The empty streets of Bradley Street. Yeah, there you go. Keep the empty streets of Bradley Street clean. Why you have trash cans sit on an abandoned ghost town? I don't know. Mentioned about the movie Fire Down Below, how there was another part of it filmed out here. And I think it was right here. I do believe it's right there along where that cave is. It's actually a warehouse. I've been there before, and they turned a cave into a warehouse distribution place. I think they just used like the outside shots. I'm not sure if they did anything on the inside. I can't remember. But I do know the outside you could see this cave. It's pretty neat. You can look it up online. And you could see the outside shots of that, as well as the movie Madison. It's a short little scene, but you can still see where I'm talking about how they came in and everything. Well, that's going to do it for this video. I hope you enjoyed this little of an abandoned area. Kind of settle some of you down, itching for abandoned video. So I show you kind of an abandoned ghost town. Sort of an abandoned ghost town. You go through other parts of Marengo, head on up the street a little bit, you know, it's lively, you know, stores and everything else. It's just this main area right here on Bradley Street that's just up and abandoned and a ghost town. Not really sure why, but just over the years, it just kind of turned into this. So, anyways, I hope you enjoyed this, and I will catch you guys next time. See ya.